homework on arc length and sector area. So first you guys have to find the arc length. So in your guys' notes, you guys have this, where this is your guys' arc length. This is your guys' radius. And this is your guys' angle measurement in radians. Alright, so S is going to equal to your radius, which is 11, times 315. Now, since 315 is in degrees, you guys, you need to times it by pi over 180. So, if you guys are curious, okay, well, so when you guys put this into your calculator, you're going to round it to the nearest tenth. So 11 times 315 times pi, all divided by 180. And you're going to get 60.5 feet squared. Or there's feet. Alright, number 3. Okay, so for number 3, you guys, S is equal to R times theta. Now the radius is 16. Now, do you guys notice how the theta in this problem is 3 pi over 2? Since that's already in radians, we don't need to make a conversion. So, put this into your guys' calculator. 16 times 3 times second pi, all divided by 2. And you guys are going to get 75.4 feet. Number 5. So we have S is equal to R theta. So S is going to equal to the radius, which is 18. And the theta, we need to have it in radians. So times pi over 180. That's going to be around 18 times 60 times pi, all divided by 180. 18.8 centimeters. Alright. 7. S is equal to R times theta. So S is going to equal to, your radius is 9. Your guys' theta is 7 pi over 4. We don't need to make a conversion because it's already in radians. So 9 times 7 times pi, all divided by 4. 49.5 feet. And there are those ones. Okay, so this one, it says do not round. So that means we need to just keep it and simplify the fraction. So S is equal to R times theta. S is equal to the radius, which is 8. And your guys' theta is going to be 315 times pi over 180. So now we need to simplify this. So let's do 315 times 8, which is 2,520 pi all over 180. Now we need to simplify the fraction. So I can divide top and bottom by 10. 252 pi over 18. And I can divide top and bottom by 9. To get 252 divided by 9, 28 pi all over 2. And then divide top and bottom by 2. So then we get, I'll do it over here, we get 14 pi, and this is what it looks like without rounding. Okay, 11, S is equal to R times theta, and this is going to be centimeters. Okay, S is going to equal to, radius is 14 times pi over 2. And since that's already in radians, we don't need to make a conversion. So 14 pi all over 2, 7 pi centimeters. So that's what it looks like when you guys just have to simplify the fraction piece. All right, here. So area of the sector. So you guys have the area is equal to theta over 360 times pi r squared. Your guys' theta is 60. And your guys' radius is 10 squared. So let's just use our calculators to multiply this. So 60 times second pi times 10 to the second power, all divided by 360, and we're going to get 52.4 inches squared. 15. So area is going to equal to, alright, theta. Now notice that we're in radians, right? 3 pi over 2, so theta over 2 pi times pi r squared. So we're going to have 3 pi over 2, all this divided by 2 pi times pi r squared. Oh, times 4, because that's our radius. So what does this look like in terms of multiplication? Well, 3 pi over 2, you guys, is really 3 pi over 2 times 2 pi times pi over 4 squared. So let's multiply this. So 3 times second times pi times 4 to the second is 16. All divided by 4 and divided by second pi. And you guys are going to get 37.7 centimeters squared. I just want to check. Alright, now this says find the area of each sector but do not round. So this is where you guys have to use your... So area of the sector, so theta over 360 degrees times pi r squared. 240 divided by 360 times pi, 16 squared. Alright, so this fraction, you guys, you can simplify this by dividing top and bottom by 120. So I can already divide top and bottom of this by 120, which I know it's going to be 2/3 times pi times 256. And now 2 times 256, you guys, is 512 pi all over 3 feet squared. 19. So for 19, you guys are going to get the area is equal to theta over 2 pi times pi r squared, which is equal to 3 pi over 2, all divided by 2 pi times pi 14 squared. Now we gotta simplify this. So we're gonna have 3 pi over 2 times 2 pi times pi, and 14 squared, you guys, is 196. Now we gotta simplify. Well, these pi's cancel, and I know that we could divide top and bottom by 4, but we'll just go one step at a time. So 3 times 196 pi, all divided by 4. And I know 196 and 4 could go into 196, you guys. So if we divide top and bottom by 4, we are going to be getting 3 times 196 divided by 4, you guys, is 49 times pi. And 4 divided by 4 is all over 1. And this is simply times 3 times 3. So this is going to be 147 pi centimeters squared. So it's a lot of just simplifying your guys' fractions. Okay, R. We can't round. So area is equal to theta all over 2 pi times pi r squared. Pi over 2 all over 2 pi times pi 10 squared. So this is going to be pi over 2 times 2 pi times 100 pi. And this, you guys, is going to be 100 times pi all over 4 times pi. Well, we know pi's cancel, and we know that if we divide top and bottom by 4, we are going to be getting 100 divided by 4 is 25 pi, and 4 divided by 4 is 1. So 25 pi miles squared. And lastly, here, you guys, area is equal to theta over 360 times pi r squared. 60 over 360 times pi 7 squared. So top and bottom, 60 over 360, you guys. You can divide 60 to top and bottom times pi times 49. You get 1 over 6 times pi times 49. And that's going to be 49 pi all over 6 kilometers squared. So you guys are going to have to know how to simplify your fractions in order to make it so it's not round. But if it's not rounding, then you guys just do it and just plug it in a calculator. Okay?